You might be surprised to learn that there exists a relationship between movies and the viewership of pornography. I did some research and learned there is a correlation present. You might ask, where did I get the data for something like this? Well, from the pornography megagiant, the source of all sources itself, Pornhub. Pornhub has analytics pages and year-in-review pages where they post information data on rising trends. Looking at their 2022 year-in-review page, we can see that they link the correlation between pornography and film as a result of fantasy playing a big role in pornography. People are not simply looking for nudity, they are interested in the scenarios that lead to each sexual encounter. It's only natural that fans would want to see their favorite movie characters involved in sexual scenarios, so pornographic parodies and cosplay are popular in adult film genres. What I'm interested in is what characters in film are popular in pornography. As we can see here, Harley Quinn continued to be the most searched movie or character in 2022, followed by Star Wars, which more than doubled in popularity from the previous year. The favorite Marvel characters, in order, are Black Widow, Avengers, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Deadpool. The favorite DC characters are Wonder Woman and Batman. As films are widely considered to be an art form that has artistic merit beyond pornographic content, I find it particularly odd that the pornography industry can strategize profit by including characters from films. Many would probably brush this correlation off as a link to popularity. The porn of these characters are popular because the franchises of these characters are so popular. But I think there's an interesting link between success and sex appeal in these arguments. Was Suicide Squad 2016 memorable for anything else but Harley Quinn? Is it still topping search charts on Pornhub today because the movie was popular, or because Harley Quinn was popular? And was she memorable because she was a compelling or interesting character? Pornhub Halloween costume analytics say that there's just something about an unhinged woman in a tight white tee and chaotic makeup that really gets the system going. If we're being honest, I think we all know why Harley Quinn caught on, why she's being sexualized outside the film, and it, in part, comes down to her sexualization within the film itself. This is an affectation of the male gaze, where heterosexual men are the perceived audience and the camera acts as a means for their worldview. Characters like Harley Quinn are objectified for a perceived audience's pleasure. You might argue, but Harley Quinn is a badass. She fights with all the other men, has interesting quirks and personality like the men that surround her, is competent in combat, and has agency and significance on the film's plot. And this is also true for many of the other characters listed by Pornhub. Rey in Star Wars, Black Widow, Wonder Woman. These characters are cool to a degree. They're often seen as equals to the men within their narratives and are competent heroes just like them. Even if we are to ignore the often visual objectification and male gaze perspective that the camera takes on with these types of characters, there's another issue that these films largely ignore. There is a reason why an often proposed female gaze does not include the objectification of men, because that is not a solution. A female audience doesn't need that in their art any more than men do, and it doesn't fix the harm that objectification in the past has done. What a female gaze would need to look like in order to solve the problem of the male gaze would be to put women into the kinds of roles men have been in for decades, where women can see themselves in their heroes, and their issues are demonstrated in their films. Now, while films like Suicide Squad attempt to give women a hero, at no point does it make this hero distinctly a woman. Harley Quinn's relationship with the Joker and his abuse is hardly touched upon in the film and acts as a veneer of complex character writing, and all little amount of character work or commentary on the patriarchy is undone when she is shown provocatively to the camera. It is not an issue when women are sexy in films. It is an issue when they are performing sexually to the camera. Because what else is it when women perform sexually to the camera? Escapist superhero fantasy is ripe for porn adaptation. They often have such weak character writing all around that making women into protagonists is impossible to make up for their lack of proper representation on a script level. Meanwhile, there is a reason why we didn't see an increase in the amount of Native American porn when Killers of the Flower Moon came out. There's an attention taken into account for truly progressive films to make their female character leads actual characters, and to be seen by women as actual characters. To summarize, I made this video to advocate for less movies like this and more movies like this. Porn consumption, as it relates to film, is not as innocent as just wanting to see your favorite movie characters involved in sexual scenarios. It is much more sinister than that. If you liked the video, please comment down below to give a suggestion for the next video. This has been Sessions on Cinema, and thank you for watching.